the greatest.
Yeah,
He's always helped me as a homeless person. See him most days. I've been homeless all my life. I don't have no family, no relatives. I cannot have a family. And he's a fantastic person. I must admit that. A very nice guy. Very humane.
Very generous.
Yeah, very. Yeah, he's given a lot. And he has a lot to give. And there's love in his eyes, I think. And that's good.
Let's go Rangers!
Let's go Rangers!
Let's go Rangers!
Wait, just keep it going straight through.
Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers!
Well, I'll tell you, we just got back from Austin a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty exciting to lay witness to the world premiere of Naked Cowboys' new band, a band of brothers from Cincinnati getting together and showing the world what real rock and roll means. And I was just, Naked Cowboy's a friend of mine. I've known him for years through MTV, and it was a real pleasure being able to help him launch his record in Austin, Texas, my hometown, for the 8th annual Heart Attacks Quadruple Bypass. So Texas rocks with Naked Cowboy. Thanks for watching.
You guys are soft.
I'm here almost 7 years now. My name is Wasa, and I'm a soccer coach. I live in Yonkers. Now I'm surprised to see him here as a cowboy man doing something like that.
I think it's crazy that he's out here in his underwear. I'm from Utah. I have heard of him before, but I've never seen him before. You don't see anything like this in Utah.
Seen you on the Today Show, man. You got caught, I'll tell you that. I don't mean that in a bad way. Good luck, my man. See you in Miami. All right, be careful. Bad things are at him. Nice work. Where are you from?
New Jersey. I've never seen a good-looking guy like this.
Hello, my man. Let's get a mud shot for Daddy.
Yeah, he's very famous.
Taking your time, I got it. Just checking for weapons here. Look up, not a contest. Hold on, you get both sides.
My name is Chris, I'm from the Bronx. I actually heard about the Naked Cowboy. I read him in the paper one time, so I figured I'd come down and check it out. I never actually saw him in person. Like, this spot is close to the celebrity I probably can never get. So when I saw him out there, I was like, that could be the guy. So, I figured I'd just shake his hand, say hi, and he actually did it. And, also you guys filmed me, so that's pretty cool too. So, I guess I got my friend about it, so I'm probably going to tell a few of my friends about it. They're probably not going to believe me, but...
Woo! We like www.nakedcowboy.com.
Had you heard of him before?
Yes, I have.
No, I haven't.
I've been to New York before, but I've never had a chance to see him. So now I have.
Thank you. Step up and ready.
Thank you.
I want to get a picture of him. Can you believe that?
Jeez. Let's get the back.
I'm Nancy RAWLINSON, and I am 32, from England originally. I've been living in New York for 8 years, and I know Robert because I write about Robert, and I actually met him when I was attending Columbia's Master of Fine Art Writing program, and I was working on a series of essays about different street performers and subway performers, and during the course of that I came across Robert, and I think I must have looked him up online. I found his website, I emailed him, and the next thing you know, his part of the book took over everything else, and one by one I kind of dropped all my other subjects or finished working with them, and it became a book about him. It's an interesting book in that it's about Robert and about his life and about what he does, but it's also a lot about the ideas that he himself is interested in, the ideas contained within the literature that he reads, and the ideas contained within his philosophy, basically, which is, I see it as being like the naked cowboy and what he does and what he thinks as being part of a lineage of American thought that you can trace back to Ben Franklin or earlier even. In fact, you can trace it back to the Puritans if you really want to go there. And the whole idea of the American dream and what that means, and notions of fame and success and what those mean and how they've changed over time, and the whole self-help industry, which of course also links with transcendentalism and going back to Emerson and even Walt Whitman and those people who are influenced by those ideas. And I see all of that in Robert. Funny as it may seem, I think that he's really embodies a very American, very interesting, very noble tradition, and he's like the modern day manifestation and the kind of perfect boiled down residue of all those centuries and years of ideas. When I started reading Whitman in class one day, I was just reading about Robert. My first contact with him was, I actually saw a little Q&A that was in this zine called BB Gun. So that's how I read this Q&A and I saw a couple of photos, and that was how I found out about him. That was the first kind of point of contact. And so there was content there in the Q&A that was it was extreme and it was funny, and I couldn't figure out if it was intentionally funny, if he was trying to be weird and kind of extreme, or if he was just like that. And I think as soon as I met him, I discovered the answer. It's both. And one of the things I like about Robert is that one minute he'll be talking about one of his ideas completely intensely, and then the next minute he can stop and realize how crazy he sounds, and he'll completely laugh at himself. And so he can flip on a dime. At times, it seems like he's so wrapped up in his own ideas and his own thoughts that that's all there is. He's not aware of how it's coming across. And the next minute, he might exhibit complete self-awareness and be completely aware of how he's sounding to somebody else. So he really moves between the two, all the time, I find. I would just say, I guess for anybody watching, that Robert Burke is very intelligent and very interesting, and knowing him has definitely had an effect on my life, in the sense that I definitely have thought about things that I would never have thought about otherwise. I've learned about things I would never otherwise have learned about, and I've been inspired, and so I really feel like he needs to be taken seriously. And no matter what anyone's preconceived ideas may be, he deserves his due consideration for what he's doing and how he lives his life.
Wait, I might have blinked.